Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and share this video if you love uncovering the truth about money, power, and profit. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the 6 most profitable businesses in the world. And you need to watch till the end, because the last one is so powerful it quietly controls almost every single dollar you spend. Now, let's get one thing straight. The world doesn't run on democracy, kindness, or even technology. It runs on profit. And a few key industries have mastered the art of making money so completely that they've built invisible empires that shape how you live, what you buy, and even what you believe. These aren't your typical storefront businesses. These are massive, interconnected systems that turn your daily habits into global revenue streams. Every coffee you sip, every ad you scroll past, every pill you take, somewhere, a cash register is ringing. The deeper you look, the more you'll realize that the real game of profit isn't being played on the surface. It's buried deep inside the very system we live in. Let's start with an industry built on something sacred: your health. The global pharmaceutical market generates over $1.5 trillion a year, and its profit margins often outshine even the biggest tech companies. Now, medicine is supposed to save lives, but when saving lives becomes a for-profit business, something dark can happen. Think about it. The longer you stay sick, the longer they profit. From anxiety pills to painkillers to lifestyle drugs, the system isn't always incentivized for cures. It's often built for repeat customers. Behind the glossy ads and the clinical smiles, you'll find intense patent wars, billion-dollar lobbying efforts, and quiet monopolies that control which treatments you get, and more importantly, at what price. It's a system where, in some cases, pain becomes profit, and illness becomes an opportunity. So the next time you see a commercial promising happiness in a bottle, just remember, it's not just a pill. It's a product backed by a $200 billion marketing machine designed to sell comfort, often at a very high cost. Then there's the empire of screens, where the profit isn't made from selling you products, but from selling you. Every tap, every scroll, every second of your attention is meticulously mined, monetized, and sold to the highest bidder. Big tech has successfully turned your mind into the most valuable natural resource on Earth. Companies like Google, Meta, and TikTok don't just sell technology, they sell influence. Their business model is deceptively simple. Keep you watching, keep you clicking, keep you hooked. The longer you stay on their platforms, the more data they collect, and the richer they become. What's truly shocking is how invisible this whole process feels. We don't pay for most of these apps, yet they profoundly shape our thoughts, our desires, and even our political views. This isn't just social media anymore. It's social engineering on a global scale, all for the sake of profit. Next, we have the industry that literally fuels the world: big oil. We're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar behemoth. For over a century, these companies have held a stranglehold on global energy, and with it, global politics. Their profit isn't just from the gas in your car. It's embedded in plastics, fertilizers, and countless everyday products. Their power is so immense that they've been known to influence government policies, fund campaigns to downplay climate change, and start conflicts to secure access to resources. They sell a product the world is addicted to, and they know it. While we talk about transitioning to green energy, these giants are quietly investing just enough to look good, while doubling down on their core, fossil fuel business. They're not just selling oil, they're selling a dependency that keeps the entire global economy tethered to them. Now, let's talk about the business that profits from conflict: the arms industry. This isn't a business that hopes for peace. It thrives on tension, instability, and war. The global defense market is worth over $2 trillion, and its customers are governments. These companies don't just build weapons, they build relationships. They lobby politicians, advise military strategists, and supply all sides of a conflict, sometimes indirectly. Peace is bad for business. A stable world means fewer contracts and lower stock prices. So they sell security, defense, and deterrence. But what they're really selling is the machinery of destruction. It's a chillingly logical business model. The more fear and conflict in the world, the more their profits soar. They are the puppet masters in the shadows of global geopolitics, profiting from the very chaos they help create. And what about the industry that owns almost everything? I'm talking about asset management. You might not have heard of firms like BlackRock or Vanguard, but they are the largest landlords and shareholders in the world. They don't make products. They buy assets. They own massive stakes in Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, the pharmaceutical companies, the oil giants, all of them. They control trillions of dollars in assets, which gives them unprecedented voting power in the boardrooms of the world's most important corporations. When you buy a house, your mortgage is often bundled and sold to them. Your retirement fund is likely managed by them. They are the ultimate owners in our capitalist system, operating silently in the background, shaping the economy not by creating, but by owning. Their business is owning a piece of everything, making them the invisible apex predators of the financial world. Finally, we arrive at the most powerful and profitable business of all, the one that controls the one thing every other business needs, money itself. I'm talking about the central banking system and the large investment banks that orbit it. This isn't a free market. It's a carefully managed system. Central banks, like the Federal Reserve, have the power to create money out of thin air. They control interest rates, which determines the cost of borrowing for everyone, from individuals buying a car to multinational corporations funding a new project. They can inflate or deflate the economy with a single decision. The big investment banks, the too-big-to-fail institutions, are their primary partners. They get first access to this newly created money and use it to trade, invest, and generate enormous profits, often with very little risk because they know the system will bail them out if they fail. This system doesn't just profit from money, it profits from the control of money. It's the ultimate monopoly, the monopoly on the creation and distribution of the very tool we all use to measure value. Every dollar in your pocket, every digital transaction you make, is part of a system designed to benefit those at the very top. So there you have it. From the pills you take, to the content you consume, to the wars fought in distant lands, to the very money you use. These 6 industries form an interlocking network of profit that quietly governs our world. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's just the logical endpoint of a system where profit is the ultimate goal. The real power isn't in politics. It's in controlling the systems that underpin our daily lives. Next up, the industry that literally fuels the world. We're talking about oil and energy. This sector has created more billionaires, toppled more governments, and sparked more conflicts than any other business on Earth. The profits are staggering, with some companies pulling in over $100 billion a year. Oil isn't just a commodity, it's pure, liquid power. Think about it. Every flight you take, every factory that produces your goods, even the digital transactions you make, they all depend on it. That smartphone in your pocket? Its battery's life cycle can be traced right back to a massive energy empire. But what's happening behind the curtain is even more fascinating. It's a world of powerful cartels, secret agreements, and high-stakes geopolitical chess games. All of this is meticulously designed to keep prices, and of course profits, sky high. These energy giants don't just supply the world, they actively shape it. Every so-called crisis, every shortage, every sudden painful spike you see at the gas pump, it's not random chaos. It's carefully orchestrated choreography. They're not just playing the game, they're writing the rules. Now let's pull back the curtain on the quiet rulers of the global economy, the financial institutions. Banks, hedge funds, massive insurance companies, they don't manufacture a single physical product. They don't build cars or grow food. They make money from money itself. This is the true engine of profit in our modern world. Every single transaction you make, every loan that's taken out, every mortgage signed, they get a piece of the pie. And here's the kicker. Even when the economy crashes, they often come out on top. When people unfortunately lose their homes, these institutions are there to buy them up. When businesses go under, They're the ones funding the buyouts. The 2008 financial crisis wasn't just a random accident. For those who understood the system, it was a massive reset button, and they emerged from the chaos wealthier than ever. Today, colossal funds like BlackRock and Vanguard own significant stakes in nearly every major company on the planet. Just let that sink in for a moment. The businesses you buy from, the banks you use, even the social media platforms you're scrolling on right now. It's all interconnected, often leading back to the same few financial giants. They are the invisible hand that guides the market. But there's a sixth business, and it's perhaps the most chilling of all because it profits from something you can't even see: data and control. We're talking about a fusion of defense contractors, cybersecurity firms, surveillance technology, and advanced AI companies. They are merging into one vast, invisible network where war, fear, and information have become monetized commodities. Every global conflict, every new security scare, every emerging threat we hear about in the news translates into contracts worth billions and billions of dollars. The modern battlefield is no longer just about trenches and tanks. It's fought with complex algorithms, spy satellites, and sophisticated psychological manipulation. And this is the unsettling truth. The future of profit might not be in physical products or even energy. It will be about owning and influencing the human mind itself. So, what do all these powerful industries have in common? They all profit from fundamental human necessities: our health, our attention, the energy we need, the money we use, and our deep-seated need for security, and our response to fear. You simply can't live your modern life without interacting with them. And that, right there, is the entire point. They've built systems we depend on. If this video has opened your eyes to how the world really works, show some love. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with someone who needs to see it. Most importantly, comment your thoughts below, because the deeper we all look, the clearer it becomes. In the grand game of global profit, we're all the product. Thanks for watching.